Good afternoon and welcome to Write the Vision. My name is Judy Ford, and I just want to continue reminding you that you're amazing. You were created to be amazing. There's an amazing purpose for your life, and you will get to amazing. I trust in that. Today, I want to talk about some of those things that can hinder our amazing, or at least one of those things, and that is unforgiveness. It's a really sensitive topic for people because the one of the comments that's usually made is you don't know what they did. You don't know what they said. You don't know how they changed my life. And yet, forgiveness is mandatory for us to live these successful, amazing lives that we want to live. We were created to forgive, and we were created to be forgiven. So, one of the things we do, we forget sometimes that we commit offenses or crimes or wrongs against people, and we haven't always gone back to ask forgiveness, have we? No. Have you ever committed a wrong against someone and was too whatever to ask forgiveness, to go back and say, I was wrong. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes. And it's the same way with other people. When they commit an offense against us, it's hard to come back and say, I'm sorry for whatever reason. Sometimes it's pride. Sometimes people don't know. Sometimes people have mental illnesses and they can't. But we are still called to forgive because it is a part of us to forgive. It's just like our bodies. When we get a bruise on our bodies, it takes a while, but all of these little white blood cells gather together to heal, and it heals itself most of the time. Well, when we forgive, it also causes a type of healing in our bodies. And if we don't forgive, it causes harm to our bodies. And a lot of times that harm begins to become a mental illness, a mental block. And it can definitely be a hindrance to amazing. And I want to help you today get past that. One of the reasons why we sometimes get hindered because of this thing of forgiveness is that when people don't come back and ask forgiveness, we get very angry or we're hurt and we can't process that hurt and that pain. We want to hold someone accountable. Well, I want to let you know today that someone's always holding others accountable for the hurt that you experience, that we experience. Someone is always holding that person accountable, just like they hold us accountable when we commit offenses against others. Sowing and reaping are real. There are consequences to every decision that we make. There are consequences to every action. Whether they're good consequences or bad consequences, they still exist. Even when we're forgiven, there are consequences to the wrongs that we do, especially the intentional wrongs that we commit against other people. So I want to say this to you today, really short and quick. You want to be amazing. You want that seed to continue to grow. You can't afford unforgiveness. You cannot afford bitterness. You can't afford to let that stop your amazing, the growth that you experience. And even when you forgive someone, that is a growth also. You're growing when you learn to forgive and when you learn to ask for forgiveness. So the pendulum swings two ways: forgiving and asking forgiveness. And you can rest assured that when that person who committed that crime against you fails to come back and ask your forgiveness to make it right with you, they are still in a place where consequences will be in their future. And sometimes we don't get to see the consequences of the people who harm us. But rest assured, whomever violated you, whomever hurt you, whomever lied on you, whomever betrayed you intentionally to hurt you or to harm you, they will have consequences. Do not let the fact that you can't see them pay, that you don't get to be in the arena when they pay for their wrongs, keep you from being amazing. Don't let it change who you are and throw you into another person, because it happens a lot to people that they fail to forgive. And what happens, they transform into someone else because that hurt is holding on to them, just like the secret. That hurt will hold on to you and it will grip you until it causes you to go down another path, the one that wasn't intended for you, and leave while leaving the path that was intended for you. I want you to think about today who it is you are holding because to unforgiveness. Because remember, just like the secret, you're not holding the secret holds you. And just like the perpetrator that you're trying to hold that anger and hold that pain against, like, you're not holding the perpetrator's holding you. Forgive him, release him, and walk your way right into amazing. Loose the perpetrator. Forgive the perpetrator. And forgive whatever part you thought you played in it. Forgive and loose yourself to amazing. Now go be amazing. I love you.